Welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and Mr. Everything, Josh Hening, on a beautiful Saturday morning. Good morning, Dave Klemic.
What's up? Caffeinated, activated, ready to go, as you know.
You are, and Josh Hening is he's Mr. Everything. He's doing it all.
He's one of these most talented people I know. I mean, what he does on air with all the and working everything that he does. I have a newfound respect for that man.
He's setting you all up right now. He's getting you all set up right now.
Yeah, it's like the one man band.
All right, there he is. Good morning, Josh Hening.
All American band.
By the way, he didn't get out of here until almost 1 o'clock last night.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, and he writes all the articles.
Yeah,
they're great articles. You should read those.
Not only that, was it on Wednesday night we worked out together?
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday night?
Yeah.
So Wednesday night, I was invited over to your workout place, your house where you have your private workout facility, not your headquarters where Klemic Performance Method is. You have your own private facility.
Right.
It's a barn, right?
Yeah.
Where you and Josh work out. Nick shows up every once in a while on Wednesdays. And you say the guys are all coming over. PJ, Mr. Negadelphia is coming over. Josh is coming over. Nick's going to be there. And I said, I'm coming. I'm going to shock the world. And I show up as I'm on my way over. Josh calls. And he goes, Billy, hurry up. I got 10 minutes. What do you want to talk about? I'm on my way over to Klemic's. And I was literally like 5 doors away from your house. So I pulled over because I didn't want to get there first. And he passes me. So I start laughing. He walks in. I pull up. I bust in like I'm going to get a reception. And he's like, let's go. I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to work out.
It was great because he was trying to surprise everybody. So he was surprised momentarily, like more shocked. And he's like, all right, we got to work out. We're working out, right?
Well, because my thing was, and I think you guys verbalized for earlier, which was I was worried that everyone was just going to hang out and chat the whole time. And by the way, for those who don't know, when Klemic and I work out, we talk while we work out. It's not like we're sitting there in silence.
No, but it's a pretty professional workout. You got your workouts listed on the whiteboard, right?
Yeah.
And you check it off as you go.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with that.
Also, we listen to Rocky soundtrack. Sometimes Top Gun.
Music in the background.
Rocky. So in Philadelphia fashion, we listen to Rocky.
But
soundtrack.
he didn't want to be. Did you notice he didn't want to be? He's here to work.
He does.
He's here to work out.
Yeah, he does. Hey, you should see him on that treadmill. I got to post that. If you want to go on my social media, I'll post that today. Him running, flying on a Peloton treadmill. I mean, he is form running on that thing. If anybody knows Josh, now they know. They will know he's fast.
All right, so on Friday mornings, I get up. I write my article. I got to get it to Josh because he's very busy on Fridays. I try to get it to him as early as possible so that he can post it, and then also cut my promo to let the people know, who we're going to have on Saturdays, who's going to be in the studio, whatnot. And don't the Phillies pull off a trade right before I cut the promo and send it to Josh? No time to change it. So the Phillies.
I did add it into the article, by the way.
Yeah, you did add it in the article. But how about that? It was around 12 noon, 12:30. It came down.
12:30. What was interesting, really quick. So for those of us who don't, hey Billy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the curtain back for the audience here on 97.3 ESPN.
You do that, Josh.
For a minute. So in this business, a lot of us who are on the radio, we pay attention to certain reporters, right? For example, nationally for baseball, Jeff Passan is like the Adam Schefter for the NFL, right? And then locally, you have someone like guys like Scott Lauber, John Clark. They usually have a lot of information as information comes out, just in general for baseball for the Phillies. And they're similar to, like Jeff Mosher from the Inside the Birds podcast, people like Adam Kaplan, who else? Zach Berman, right?
Make your point.
So, really, Bill?
Land the plane.
So,
That's what he does.
I saw no reports about this.
Came out of nowhere
until the Phillies themselves tweeted it at 12:30. Nobody had the inside scoop on this trade.
Did you expect that trade though?
No.
I thought you were
Nobody
talking
did.
about
Nobody
that.
did, Dave.
Really?
That's the point. Like, no, I didn't even see it coming.
Wow.
Nobody
There
saw
was
it
no
coming.
reports of rumors. There was no speculation. There was nobody in the media who had any insight that this trade was happening.
So the Phillies acquire Austin Hayes, and they get rid of Sir Anthony Dominguez and Pache. Okay, so
Thank God Pache is gone.
right, Pache's gone. We'll talk Phillies baseball. Then at the bottom of the hour, we're going to get into some Eagles. But Dave Klemic's back in the studio on Saturdays. As football season is here, the Eagles are in training camp, and guess who we're going to have on? Freddie Mitchell, Fred X. We're going to talk. You know what? To
Hey,
this
Bill,
day,
4th and what?
4th and 26.
There you go.
Hey, guess what, Josh? I was at that game.
Of course you were.
That was unbelievable. I'll never forget it. He'll never forget it. And the city of Philadelphia will never forget it. The Eagles fans in our area. But you know what, Josh and Dave, he's lived off that. Like, isn't it weird how one play can define a person's career?
Yeah, I was still living in Kansas City at the time, and I'm rooting big time for the Eagles.
Right.
Who are they playing? Baltimore? Or who?
No, it was Packers. The
Packers.
Packers.
And I remember just going nuts.
Yeah.
And I was drafted.
Freezing cold that day, too,
I was the free agent, but we're in the same draft class. So Freddie, I know.
Well, you got a great
Freddie.
story.
I got a great story.
And
about Freddie.
I put you in that group text.
Yeah.
And he got back to you. You guys were talking.
Yeah.
You texted each other, and that was pretty cool. So
I'll
we'll save that
say him
story.
some stuff that he might remember, and you'll hear him go, "Oh my God!" Yeah, you'll like this segment.
Then we have a special caller at the top of the hour that's going to call in. We'll have a little fun with that. And then in the second hour, it's the Beach Patrol Report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Seattle City and the Ocean City Lifeguard Alumni Association. Last night, I was down at the Dutch Hoffman's in Wildwood, which is the first of the big three.
The first leg.
The first leg of the big three. What a race, Josh. Ryan Finnegan of Avalon beat Jack Seville in the singles by a half a boat length. Talk about like a photo finish, a real exciting race. And we'll have all the interviews. We got 8 solid interviews, and I'm getting pumped up. Next week, we'll be broadcasting live at the Margate Memorials. I'll be there with Dan Adams, former chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, John McShane, and Jack Brooks. 4 of us will be calling the race next week, Friday, August 7th or August 2nd, right on the beach in Margate. So we'll look forward to that. We got a big show lined up today.
Of course you do.
There's a lot going on. We're on the X platform today, Josh? Or are we just on my YouTube channel?
Let me double check that.
Yeah, let me
because
double-check that.
it says you are, but I'm not,
Well, because I paid for that
technology,
prescription. Yeah,
I
I paid for
never-
that prescription.
So the reason why people go on X, they broadcast on 4K, right? I think.
Yeah.
So when you have like a live read on like Facebook, it's down. It's like 720p.
I got a
It doesn't
blue- I
have-
got a
you are on.
I got a blue check
YouTube.
now.
Yeah. YouTube.
So you're
is-
on YouTube
Oh, you got a
and
blue
Twitter.
check?
Yeah, I got a blue check.
Billy,
jealous.
you are live on both.
See that?
So
got a
at
blue
Locker
check?
Room
You
973.
You can see Josh with his Jameson shirt on, Eagle shirt there.
So every
I got this
kid,
shirt because of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
if you have a blue check, that's like the biggest thing to do as
See
a
that?
kid.
I
I'm
gotta-
telling you, they're all like
is that
going
right?
out to the blue check.
I got a
Yeah.
blue check.
On
I
YouTube.
don't even
or
know how that.
on-
No, on X platform.
X.
Oh wow.
I don't even know how that happened, Josh.
The
Ah,
blue
yeah.
check is like the
It's a-
thing to have.
Fellas, I got
don't
right
even
in
have
front
one.
of us right here. I've got the 12 ounces of liquid sunshine from Blitz's Markets right there. If you look at the platform, the X platform, or the YouTube channel, you can check it out. I go down there on the way into the studio every Saturday and Sunday. I stop by Blitz's Markets, get my 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Teresa's down there. Maggie's down there. The whole crew, Max. And I get this orange juice, freshly squeezed. It's
And-
delicious, isn't it?
Don't mix it with coffee.
It's
It's a weird taste together, but it is very good.
Now we had Tommy Green down there signing autographs.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Thursday.
How was that?
Tita
Tom-
Green.
Tina Green, he's a great guy. But I got it. We're gonna love this, Josh. Last Tuesday? I had dinner with Craig Berube in Avalon, and Craig Berube's a good golfer. Josh, remember Tommy Green takes his golf serious, right?
Very serious.
So I'm telling Chief that Tommy's a good golfer. He's like, yeah, right, I can beat him. And then so I'm sitting with Tommy for an hour and a half, so I'm stirring the pot.
Oh.
Oh no.
So guess what I'm going to do? I'm telling Chief that Tommy says he can smoke him and vice versa. And I'm telling Tommy, Chief says he can beat you. And guess what? The locker room is going to put together a charity golf event.
No.
And whoever wins, the money that we raise will go to whoever wins to their favorite charity.
Things.
And we're gonna talk some smack.
See, I always thought like even boxing, they should have like two people that just don't like each other and just fight because that's more interesting than the person that actually built his way up.
Well, if you would have come out to the fights last night, you would have seen that because one of the fights was two guys, both from the Bronx, who really didn't like each other, and
that's good stuff.
it was wild action.
Like, what would you rather pay for? The people that are really good boxers, or would you rather like Shaq
People
and
that can't
Kobe
sta-
fight?
Yeah, can't stand
Or
each other.
like, you know, like Bill, who like Belichick and who is the coach he doesn't get along with?
Mangini.
Yeah, they're
Him
just
and
two guys
Mangini
fight
hate
each other.
now.
I'd be like, I'd pay a lot of money for that.
All right, on the other side, we're going to talk some Phillies baseball. There's a lot to talk about. Is there another shoe to drop, Josh?
Yes, Dave Dombrowski confirmed that yesterday.
I can't wait to see it. Is it going to be? It's got to be. You would think it would be a closer or another bullpen arm.
He confirmed yesterday they are going for another bullpen arm. Yes. And
that would
Scott
be-
Lauber from the Philadelphia Inquirer reported that the three names that are being talked about are Carlos Estevez of the Angels, Kyle Finnegan, not Ryan Finnegan, Billy, Kyle Finnegan of the Nationals, and Tanner Scott of the Marlins.
All right, when we get back, we'll talk about it all. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city, and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Seattle. I saw John McCann last night at the races. He's such a great guy. Go down there and try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChuckySeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle City to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Seattle. Hey, it's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll talk Phillies baseball. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and Mr. Everything Josh Hening right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
This is a show and prove year, not just for Jalen Hurts, but for Nick Sirianni. Can you provide the leadership, the guidance, and the answers for your players when you hit that inevitable adversity? And 8 Ball says doubtful in my book. I haven't seen anything to show me that Nick Sirianni is going to be a championship-winning coach.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParks.
Must be 21 in NPA, New Jersey, or Michigan. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Mr. Everything, Josh Hening. We're talking a little Phillies baseball right now. Of course, they lost 3-1 last night to the Guardians. I didn't Sanchez pitched that. He didn't do that. He didn't pitch that bad. He only gave up 3 runs.
Sanchez was not the problem.
Yeah, Sanchez, the bats were silent. Ben Lively pitched pretty well, I thought.
I thought there was a bigger problem.
What's the bigger problem, Josh?
Their defense. Their defense played like trash last night. I mean, first of all, Little League Baseball, Bryce Harper, in a rundown, you throw the ball to second. You don't try to chase the guy down yourself. 2 balls were misplayed in the outfield. I don't know what on earth was going on when they were trying to throw home. I mean, Brandon Marsh, Irma, he must have been hungover for being in Stone Harbor the night before. Because, I mean, the defense was bad.
You should have had the ball in
bad news Bears.
In Minnesota. You should have that ball on the getaway day.
Billy, that's 4 times this year he has misplayed a ball. Let me ask you a question. If I were to tell you that a Major League Baseball player missed the ball, Major League athlete, professional athlete, literally the ball was like an inch passing his glove, wouldn't you think he's supposed to catch that?
Yeah, I always think like the pro athletes can't make fielding mistakes. Like you almost like it's almost because it's like a field goal kicker. They're like the same percentage,
right?
Even if they moved it back, it's still 98%. You got to make those plays as a pro for sure.
That's what bothers me.
Like Kadarius Toney dropped like 4 balls. He only dropped 4 balls, I think. And we all thought that was like he just get rid of them. 4 balls in the entire season.
And I don't want to make excuses, Josh. I mean, they only scored 1 run, but the umpiring last night was suspect. I mean,
the umpire was a
it was
joke.
Like, how do you miss?
Although I will give the umpire credit. He gave bad calls to the Phillies at 2 times, and they were mentioning that.
I know, but
did you hear on the broadcast where Kruk and McCarthy they go?
I didn't get to see. I was down at the Dutch Hoffman.
I rewatched the game last night when I got home.
This morning when
I'm rewatching it like 1:30 in the morning, because I'm that guy. But I love when McCarthy and Kruk. McCarthy's like, well, that's not a strike, but we'll take it, and Kruk's like, hey, he's just bad for everybody.
I mean,
poor Kevin Long, the hitting coach.
But not bad. It's horrible. Like it's beyond bad. Like
it was like a foot outside of the strike zone.
Like that ruins the whole game. It takes everybody out of it.
I hate laughing at it, but it's just so bad.
Yeah, why don't they just automate the strike zone?
They're planning to do that.
But I don't want to see that, Josh.
I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I want the call to be
wanna see
right.
that, yeah, because I think there's
Get the call right.
Get better umpires, not DEI hires.
They're
All
not,
right, now
they're
we
not
can go.
DEI
Now we're getting into
hires.
something.
They'll stop.
No,
all right?
we're getting into
See his eyebrows
controversy.
go up.
95% of the umpires are white. They're white.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. It has nothing to do with that.
No, we're talking about girl refs.
There's no women umpires in
Not
baseball.
even that. It's just get people that are highly qualified.
Yeah.
Listen, if you brought up a point that mattered, I would have given you credit, all right? But you can't throw a political term into something that there's nothing involved in it.
I don't think
I watch the UFL and
No, you don't talk about the UFL. He's talking about baseball.
The quality.
I'm gonna rip you too,
Listen,
Klemic, okay?
I can't mention. I know.
There's
three,
no woman umpires in baseball.
No, I wasn't talking about
They're
that.
almost all
right,
white.
Listen, what I'm saying is I know three officials in
That's
three
cute.
different leagues, and I'm not going to mention their names because I'm not allowed. And I've been told by people that are in the know that the qualifications of some of today's officials in all the sports have been lowered.
Yes, they have.
All right, it has nothing to do with race or gender or anything like that. It's all across the board.
Yeah, but did they tell you why? I can tell you why.
Well, they did tell me, but I'm not going to say it.
Because of unionization. The union
All right, whatever.
defends these guys
That's the reason I said
like they're gods. Okay, they threaten to strike all the time
Right.
against the sport. And the
Look at Angel Hernandez. How long did he play? Was he an umpire? He was god awful.
Too long.
And they let him survive
because of the union. The union defends these guys, and they always threaten our guys are going to strike. You can.
So I like the human element. Actually, I love umpire and manager arguing. It's part of the game. When they took that out, it took a little luster out of the game. There's nothing wrong with a good argument, but these guys are so
they
bad.
argue every day now.
You don't see as many arguments as you used to.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think so. Man.
Are you allowed to?
Every single day I'm watching the highlights and there's an umpire and a manager arguing.
Sometimes.
See, this is the problem with Billy, folks. Billy doesn't watch anything but the Phillies. And the Phillies have the most low-key, chill manager on earth. So
he got thrown out once this year.
He's been thrown out once. But you know who got thrown out last night? His hitting coach. So
yeah, because
Kevin Long's been thrown out twice this year. And Gabe Kottman has been thrown out twice this year. So, and then what does Rob Thompson do? He comes trotting out of the dugout, talk to the umpire, being like, why are you throwing out my boy? And the umpire's like, well, your boy's cussing at me. And Thompson's like cussing at you because you're wrong.
How much of that is theatrics, though? Because, if you're arguing a call to come out of the dugout, it's not going to change. Is it ever changed?
That's why Billy loves it.
Never changed.
Billy's an
but
emotional
Josh,
guy.
you really think there's more arguing now? I disagree with that.
I didn't say there's more arguing now, but you're making it sound like there's no arguing.
Well, it's not as much as it used to be.
I see it almost every night.
But I like the human element of the umpires. It's not as much as it used to be back in the day. That being said,
I don't care about the human element.
That being said, the umpires and umpires, referees, you name it, and all the sports need to be better. They're not as good as they used to be.
Here's the thing.
I agree
You
with.
can verify now with the square box they put in the batting box. We couldn't tell before. Now you can go, that was clearly out, but we didn't know that before because there was no box.
Right. The one NFL
Now
referee that I know real well, they get graded. And they go over the films and they would get grades. And if at the end of the year, if you didn't make grade, you didn't get a playoff game.
Wow.
Oh, I know
that's true.
I don't know if I don't know.
They still do it in the NFL and the NBA. I don't know if they do that for baseball.
Well, I have
to
a
look into that.
problem when I see a girl football official. I can't get behind that. And I'm all cool with everybody, man. I don't understand how.
I know you love everybody.
I love everybody. However, if you tell me there's not a guy official that's more qualified than a girl to be in the NFL.
But that's the bigger problem to me. Billy brought this up a few minutes ago, so I kind of want to bring it back to you, Billy.
Okay,
because I know I was ripping you for a minute there, but I do want to give you credit for this. Billy brought up that they're not hiring people based on credibility or the best qualified person.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. That woman they could be hiring might be the best official on earth, but we would have no idea because they will not tell us why they're hiring. It's like a big secret.
It's like
exactly right.
It's like a big,
there's a lot of nepotism in.
It's like the Illuminati
everything.
going on.
But this goes beyond that.
Yeah. But like, if you're, how do you qualify on a test score, or is it like application on the field?
They won't tell us.
Is there a test?
They won't tell you.
No, you won't tell.
It's
like,
a big secret.
Like Dave, in NFL, you have that Wonderlic test, right?
Yes.
So
that's at the combine. They test your intelligence. It's less intelligence and more like certainty of what your answers were.
Yeah, it's more about the speed of the answers and like how quickly can you generate the answer.
Would a team pass on a guy if he had a horrible Wonderlic?
Well, they have. Well,
despite the fact that the guy's a superhuman athlete.
Yeah, they have.
Because when you get to the NFL, now you talk with Freddie about this. Those playbooks, you have
a great combine story about.
I got a
Freddie.
great combine story about Freddie.
I
wonder if he
segue.
remembers it. He will remember this, but it'll be great. You guys love
so
this.
Josh, get back to the umpire last night.
Yes,
I mean
the idiot last night.
I mean, I only watched 3 or 4 innings because I was out at the Dutch Hoffman's last night. The three missed strikes that I saw were so bad and so far outside. It was almost, I felt embarrassed for the guy.
I counted 10.
Well, I only saw 3. I felt embarrassed for the umpire. How does he miss them?
I would have ripped him more.
All right, real quick. I like this Hayes. I like, by the way, Dombrowski said he tried to get him the last 2 years.
That's correct.
And even though he's hitting 255, he's hitting 328 against lefties. And I think
he actually hits 380 against lefties.
You know what I think? Josh? If I was Rob Thompson, this is what I would do. I'd put Marsh and Rojas in center field as a platoon and keep him in left as an everyday player because he needs to play every day.
I don't know about that. He has struggled this year against right-handed pitching. There's a reason why he got demoted remember, the Orioles are a playoff team. They are one of the best teams in baseball. He was not starting every day for the Orioles. He had basically been demoted out of the starting lineup. So he's kind of a specialist at this point.
And I when I was on my way in, I was here listening to the Best of the Sports Bash, and I don't know who texted in, a reporter had made a tweet or a text or whatever, said that trades in Major League Baseball are rare, but to have 2 first-place teams trade that could end up seeing each other in the World Series,
right? Very rare.
It's very rare, and I think it just goes to show that Dave Dombrowski is not afraid to do things that are outside the box.
Also, maybe there was a reason behind closed doors. Like, did something happen? Something go bad? I don't know. Why would you trade right then and without any warning?
Well, again, these teams they're always having conversations. It's been documented. These general managers, they talk to each other all the time.
All right, that's our Phillies. I can't wait to talk football with Freddie Mitchell because you have a great story to tell.
Great story.
And he just texted me. He's ready to go. He's got his ears pinned back for this.
All right. And also, I mean, I would like the elephant in the room. I've been on social media all morning talking about the Olympics opening ceremonies.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Darn.
We're not talking about that. All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, you got to get down to La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. This year, the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships are going to be held right in front of La Scala's. It's going to be your after party for the big race. Everybody's going to be there, so get the La Scala's. The food is great. The adult beverages will be flying that night, so that's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with former Eagles wide receiver Freddie Mitchell. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card, good for use at Zio Nicolo Pizza in Sea Isle City for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, and again your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Our greatest summer offers are waiting at BMW of Atlantic City. Lease a new 2024 BMW X3 xDrive 30i for $629 a month with $51.99 due at signing, or a new 2025 BMW iX xDrive 50 lease for $749 a month with $65.29 due at signing, both for 36 months at BMW of Atlantic City, closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township. AtlanticCity.com. Offers expire July 31st. For more details, call 609-316-2393.
Listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and Mr. Everything, Josh Hening, right here. As we're talking Birds football, man. It's that time of year, Dave. Like you saw that.
It's nice to be needed.
So when we start talking baseball, Josh, he kicks his feet up on the desk and he puts his feet up and lays back in his chair.
My only baseball knowledge is when Tommy Green talks. That's how I learned baseball.
Hey, our first guest, man, he's in the history books forever. They'll be talking about him years and years in the future, man. Eagles football lore. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room former Eagles wide receiver Freddie Mitchell. Fred X. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing all right. I got my Kelly Green Eagles shirt on, Fred. My 97.3 Eagles, Kelly Green. We're pumped up. I'm in a 3-point stance. Yeah, I love this time of year, Fred. Doesn't it get you excited, man? Like beginning of July, middle of July.
You know what's so funny, and I think Dave can speak to everything too. This time I just start working out for no reason, like getting, and I think it's become a disease with me because I'm every year I'm getting ready for Lehigh. And my people are like, why are you working out so hard? I mean, it's ingrained in my skull when football season is, and I've been doing that ever since I retired.
Hey, Fred, I'm looking at your bio and everything, and what I noticed, my brother has a son playing football at Ocean City, and we talked to him, but I says 4-sport athlete. You don't see that anymore. Like, you played 4 sports in high school. Nowadays, the kids, they specialize. You might be lucky if you get a bunch of kids playing 2 sports. But you were a 4-sport athlete. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah, and I think that's a bad thing. I really do, because a lot of these kids are getting burnt out.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I never got burnt out. And then the good thing, that was the good thing. But the bad thing about it is you never got to perfect one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. But I just enjoyed playing sports. I got drafted in baseball to the major leagues, and I played with Chase Utley at UCLA and backed him up a little bit. Yeah, I love sports. We won the state championship. I played against Tracy McGrady in high school. So, I was a Florida boy. And there's a lot of sports involved.
Yeah. Hey, so when I told Dave Klemic that I was going to have you on, he told me a story about you at the camp, and I'm going to let him tell it. But I was like, it just goes to show you. It showed me of your athleticism, Dave. I just couldn't believe
Freddie,
it.
What's up, man? We've hung out a couple times, and down in CIL, probably at the Princeton, rocking out some country music together. It was great to talk to you, bro.
You're a fraternity. You're a brother. Man. It's a brotherhood, brother.
And,
yes.
And Fred, now remember, I'm going to take you back. 2001 NFL Combine. I'm there with you, right? Remember our shirts. Mine said WO24, wide out 24.
Yep. Mine was WO47. Go ahead.
So we're that's how we're graded,
Right.
So we're all out there, and I'm competing with him. He's competing with me. We're all kind of like in competition to each other. We're like, this is helping our draft stock and everything. And I'm watching Fred he's starting to tear it up now. Like, he's 40-inch on the vertical, 4.4 and a 40. He's already, and I already had a ton of respect for him. He broke his femur in a game,
right?
The year, his junior year. I'm like, I'm falling in love with this guy. I'm I'm starting to be his biggest fan. Fred, remember we did that drill where you run right down the middle of the field and the quarterbacks throw the ball. All right,
the quarterbacks.
Yes, sir.
First 3 quarterbacks: Michael Vick, Drew Brees, Chris Wenke were the first 3 quarterbacks, right? So, Fred, now I'm doing this drill. Now, this drill is hard. You catch left, drop it. Catch right, drop it. Catch left, drop it. You run right down the middle of the field. There's 5 or 10 quarterbacks.
And they're throwing darts.
They're throwing darts, right?
Right.
Fred, if you don't remember this, Fred not only catches the ball, but then behind his back flicks it to the quarterback that threw it to him. And the first 3 guys caught it. And I go, that guy's incredible. He's going to the first round. Wherever he was, his draft stock just changed. He went Hollywood on everybody. We were all looking at each other, jumping up and down like he just got a 10 in the dunk contest. We were like, oh my God. Fred, do you remember that?
I vividly remember that. And the funniest thing about that whole time, none of the star receivers ran. And I was like, well, the big guys, Santana Moss, all the big guys, they didn't run. They didn't run the 40s. So when we ran the 40s, everybody clapped for us. The GMs, the owners, they were clapping. It was just that draft class. Hall of Fame, college and NFL players. It was the best draft ever. And I love that drill. And it was funny. You know who did that drill? David Culley was the one that did that drill that you talked about.
Yeah, I couldn't believe you. Well, like, that was the most swag I've ever seen. And if you met Freddie, he's got a Hollywood personality. Before I knew that was his nickname, I go, well, that kid's going to be an actor. Like, and I'm going, and I'm talking to him like we were best friends. Like, and that's how he is with everybody. And I'm going, my gosh, he left probably the most lasting impression. Also, Drew Brees, because he was so small. I couldn't believe that he was that tiny and throwing a ball like that. Remember how
he just, his football IQ is just different, he whips it and everything else. But and that draft, it was crazy. He was 2nd round draft pick to the Chargers at the time. We had so many just gifted athletes. The receiving crop was loaded. I'm sure, Dave, you can name off a lot of
Terrell,
big names.
Santana Moss. Who is the other Miami receiver? He's in the Hall of Fame now. What the heck?
He got drafted after me. Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne got there. The guy
Freddie,
who went to the Seahawks. I mean, it's crazy.
LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael
Wow,
Vick.
really?
Yeah. I remember
Wow.
meeting Michael Vick. So they'll come out with like this rankings list when you're on there, and they could show your 40 times where they expect you to land and everything. And Michael Vick was like, yeah, our agents introduced us to each other, and he's like, oh, you know who this guy is? He's like, he's a white dude, wide receiver. Like, I'm on the top of the list for 40 times. Fred, I couldn't run because I tore my hamstring in a professional track meet like 2 weeks before that. I ran in the New Balance. Yeah, I ran in the New Balance
And
Invitational.
Freddie, you know he beat Devontae Hall in the fastest man in Kansas City, right?
Dante.
Yeah.
Dante was Dante. You know, it's interesting too. I ended up going back to there in 2006, but Dave was gone by then.
Yeah.
But it was Dante Hall's fast, man. I know.
Yeah, he was.
I know.
Would you get his game check, Dave?
We bet game checks on it. Yeah, we all.
Oh, that's
yeah, that was fun. Fred, it was one other thing. Then when we were at that combine too, look at what it's turned into. Remember, it was just like there was no TVs and it was just us walking around, doctors poking at us and stuff like that, and running some drills. But now it's this huge TV event.
Yeah, it was sincerely a meat market when we played. Now they figured out how to monetize it, and it's become watered down, almost like the NFL game right now, the NFL game.
We're talking with former Eagles wide receiver Freddie Mitchell. Fred, talk to us about route running. How important is it for route running? I know sometimes these wide receivers have great athleticism, but they don't run great routes. How important is it for a wide receiver to be a great route runner?
I mean, it's the most important thing, because if you're not a good route runner, your system's not going to help you, because it's going to be the DB going and picking it off every time. I mean, you're trying to help yourself here. A lot of the rules have changed and stuff like that, and guys got a little lack of daisical on the routes. But I mean, if you give up any kind of hint to a DB, they already don't know what you're doing. So I mean, it's very, very important. And it's funny, I'll look at guys on the TV and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, he's about ready to stop or whatever else. So DBs are smart. The DBs are the best athletes in the world.
Yeah. Well, they're starting to get paid like it now too. So, it's just so funny. Like from when you played, how much the salaries have increased from when you played to now.
Oh, it makes me sick to my stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I mean, I understand how the game goes and everything else, but the contracts that they're getting now is just. It doesn't even. I don't even look at that. I'm like, well, if they're allowed to make that much money, how much are the owners making?
Right. Look at CeeDee Lamb in Dallas. He wants to be the highest paid wide receiver, or highest paid other than quarterback, right? Josh, he wants to be the.
You know what? I really do think his game is like that, and he should be on the top tier as that. But I mean, it's different when you don't have a good system. And I don't think the Dallas Cowboys system is really utilizing him like they should. I don't think the system was using AJ Brown like they should have. So I think that as long as the coaches and the upstairs understand, hey, we need to get out. We need to bring this guy his fullest potential and really throw him the ball.
Freddie, Kellen Moore, what do you think? You think he's going to be able to, because last year's offense, the Eagles offense kind of dried up. There was no imagination. It was bland. You think think he's going to be able to rejuvenate Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense this year? What do you say?
Yeah, I think the first 8 games, because nobody's really going to understand their offense, they'll do well. I think that you're not going to get the best play out of Smith or the other guy, because AJ Brown, because they don't really understand the offense and they're not comfortable. There's a lot of motion in Kelly's offense, so it's just you got to be comfortable with things, and it puts the team in a hard position when you got a new defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator. So it's gonna be hard. It's definitely gonna be hard.
Hey, Freddie, let me ask you this question, because I always think chemistry is such a big component in the NFL, because when teams winning, everything's kumbaya, everybody's happy. But when a team starts going through a little adversity, how important it is to have a team that's all on the same page. The chemistry is good.
Yeah, you got to have a team. I mean, it's so important because I mean, it's a game of inches, and then and then you're putting the mental health aspect into it too. And if somebody's not doing their job or depressed or doing something else, that reflects on everything. And it's such and that's where a head coach like Andy Reid, he knows how to control that. He has a lot of wisdom and he has a lot of trial and error with that. So I mean, it plays a big difference.
Freddie, are you down at the NovaCare? Are you close with the Eagles, or you get to see them a lot?
I watch them, but I watch them from afar.
Okay.
They with the organization and stuff like that, I just let them do them, and I did what I needed to do. So I'm thankful for having that platform, and thankful for being an Eagle. It's 20 years, and I still get a lot of love every time I walk out the house. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I saw you at the I think it was Ron Jaworski's event over there at Live, and yeah, man, people coming up to you, and that 4th and 26, man, that's an Eagle lore that'll never go away, man. Something you always have. And I was there at that game. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, well, I was blessed to actually have an opportunity to take advantage of, and it's different, when you can't call the plays for yourself, or you don't have the leverage where you're the big money guy.
Right.
So it's it was hard playing in Andy Reid's offense too, though, because his thing is predicated on 10 people catching the ball. So I'm like, damn, if you want 10 people to catch the ball, that's 2 balls a game. How many is that? That's not even a 30, 40 catch season. So it was. And then, the GM's leverage is, oh, well, you only caught this much. I'm like, yeah, because your freaking head coach wants to spread the ball,
And that'll reflect on your money, right? I mean,
on my money. And then how society is. They just look at stats.
Right.
They don't see you going and blocking the linebacker and freeing Westbrook for a touchdown. They don't see none of that.
Well, Fred, I got to tell you, man, we appreciate you taking time on Saturday morning to talk a little football with us and go down memory lane. We'd like to have you back again during the season and talk some football with you. And stay well, and we'll do it again. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Dave, I love that story. I'm going to have to sit there. I'm going to tell him to record it and send it to me because that's a great story.
Yeah.
Billy, thanks for having me back on. You know what I'm saying? And I need to go fishing. You guys know I go fishing a lot. So,
hey, my brother Bobby has a boat. We'll get you out on it.
Yes, y'all know my Instagram too. Any fishermen, take me out. F Mitchell 84.
All right, you got it, Freddie. All right, man. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.
All right, guys.
There he is, Freddie Mitchell on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Josh and I met him with the Vinnie Curry football camp. Remember that, Josh, in Ocean City?
I do, yeah.
And you even interviewed him, I
believe. What happened was I think it was around like 12:30. I was in a commercial break because that was when I was doing the Saturday show after Billy. And Billy says, hey, would you like to have Freddie Mitchell on at 1 o'clock?
Because my show was over.
I was like, sure. And it was, I didn't get a chance to talk to Freddie about it here because I wanted you guys to do your thing. But he was so full of so many great like anecdotes and stories. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's a great. Like you said, he's Hollywood, man.
But as soon as I met him, and like I had no idea, and we're just talking over, like I get the way he talked to the coaches and the and the people, like he owned the place.
Right.
I couldn't believe this guy. I'm just watching him, like just with that most swag I've ever seen. Yeah, I was like, he's an impressive guy.
And I'm, you could tell that, I know he kind of left the Eagles. He wasn't happy, right, Josh? If I remember correctly, and you heard a little bit that in his what he said at the end there.
Well, he talked about it there a little bit about how they were asking him to do a lot of the dirty work,
right?
And it was kind of unfair because when you draft a guy in the first round, that guy is supposed to become an integral part of your offense. And he said it. He said part of the problem was he says that Andy was about spreading the ball around. Andy was about getting everyone these touches because Andy believed if everyone got a touch, it forced the defense that they couldn't focus on one guy.
But
which Andy's right.
It limited him.
But it limited him.
Right,
and I think that, I think even today, Andy has changed his offense since where it was 20 years ago. In today's game, he does have more of a focus on certain receivers.
Yeah, but that's also, Dave, a good coach. he doesn't try to fit a square peg in a round hole. He goes with what talent he has too, and maybe he thought.
But again, the problem was with Freddie was that they asked him to do a lot of the dirty work.
Yeah,
and it kind of felt like I'm not sure I put words in his mouth, but it definitely was a bit of a wow. I think you drafted me in the first round.
Yeah,
and you didn't give me the volume of targets of a first round.
Normally, and you got enough money invested into a guy that you're going to go, we got to feed him a little bit because that's normally what you do with a first rounder. So I was
But again,
surprised.
Billy, you remember
James Thrash was there at the time in Philly, right? And he was an undrafted guy from a small NAIA school, and they were hitting him more than they were hitting Freddie Mitchell.
Right, and that made Freddie frustrated because I think Freddie was the kind of guy who said, there's no reason why I can't do that.
We can talk about this a little bit on the other side, too, because we got to get going for a break. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunick. But were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small. Can't wake up without it. Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous tiki bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Hear that? It's the gentle sound of a waterfall on your hike. And if you were here, you'd take a deep breath of fresh air if you weren't so winded. But you're not here because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. And the bugs you wipe from your headlights are all the nature you need. So if you ride, see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Get an online quote in as little as 3 minutes, all from the great indoors. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette, excludes fire sales.
It's that time of year. Bennett Chevy's Summer Sell Down, our biggest sale of the year. 200 vehicles must go now. New Chevys, $500 below the GM supplier employee price. Yes, an amazing $500 below what employees pay. And Bennett gives you all the rebates. Yes, you get both. $500 below the GM supplier employee price, plus you keep all the rebates, saving you up to 10%. And with available 0% financing, you'll save even more. Plus, Bennett's paying a whopping $10,000 minimum for any trade towards any pre-owned in stock. You heard right. You get at least $10,000 for any old rusted, busted rattle trap you can get to our lot. Imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. And our non-commissioned sales team is paid based on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. It's the Summer Sell Down. Another reason nobody beats a Bennett deal. And I mean nobody. Together, let's drive at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Josh Hening. Hour 1's in the books. Hour 2's ahead of us. We'll get a little bit more Eagles talk in. And then the Beach Patrol Report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Seattle City and the Ocean City Lifeguard Alumni Association. I'll have a lot of interviews and results from the Dutch Hoffman Memorial Lifeguard races down there in Wildwood last night. I'd like to give a shout-out to the guys working in the parking lot at Playland. They're doing a good job down there, Chris, and a whole lot more. You know what? Mike Gill's he's going to the World Series, right, Josh? They're having a Myers Lighthouse Brewery. They're having a benefit on August 3rd. Next Saturday, August 3rd. We'll tell you more about it on the other side. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Josh Hening, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2024 Summer Games, sponsored by Napa. Elevate your engine performance with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. 14 medal events are taking place on day 1 in Paris. The United States has already reached the podium in one of them. American Sarah Bacon and Cassidy Cook earned silver in women's synchronized diving 3-meter springboard. China won gold. Cook, the 29-year-old from Plantation, Florida, is enjoying the moment.
I was able to share this experience with one of my best friends in the world and share the podium with some of my great friends from across the world. So overall, I would say today was a pretty great day.
More medals will be up for grabs in the pool later today. American Katie Ledecky competes in the women's 400-meter freestyle final. It's one of 4 events on the schedule for Ledecky, who already has 7 career Olympic gold medals, and 7-time Olympic gold medalist Caleb Dressel will compete in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. With the Summer Games update, I'm Erica Herskowitz, Westwood One Sports.
Looking for a way to elevate your engine's performance? Start with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. It provides faster oil flow for hot and cold temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions. Regular use can help your engine run cleaner and longer by defending against sludge and buildup, improving overall engine performance and fuel efficiency while increasing the time between oil changes. Make the switch without slowing down. Feed your ride Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Available now at Napa locations nationwide.
Welcome to Staples, young man. Tomorrow's my big day. Big day? First grade. Aw, well, Staples has crayons, markers, glue. I need a laptop. Oh, yeah, sure. With Staples Hot Deals, you can save up to $300 on select PCs for school. Wait. The finances are Mom's department. Right. I'm looking for performance, like a Core i7 processor. Boy, first grade has really changed. Tell me about it.
Save big on tech for school with super low Staples Hot Deals. Right now, get up to $300 off select PCs at Staples. Ends 8/24.
Our greatest summer offers are waiting at BMW of Atlantic City. Lease a new 2024 BMW X3 xDrive 30i for $629 a month with $51.99 due at signing, or a new 2025 BMW iX xDrive 50 lease for $749 a month with $65.29 due at signing, both for 36 months at BMW of Atlantic City, closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township. Online at bmwatlanticcity.com. Offers expire July 31st. For more details, call 609-316-2393.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Trevor Noah is bringing his new off-the-record tour to Atlantic City.
I wonder if that's how the dinosaurs went out, you know? There's an asteroid coming down to Earth. How the dinosaurs were like, asteroids are not real. It's a hoax.
Don't miss Trevor Noah live on stage.
The dinosaurs were running around in panic. Ah, the dust is everywhere. Wear a mask. The T-Rex was like, I can't.
Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort, Friday, August 23rd. Get tickets now at theoceanac.com.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, got him again!
Sixers.
Bang! It's good! Ball game!
And Flyers.
Tipped in front of the net!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Volkswagen studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and Mr. Everything, Josh Hening. And he's serious when he works out, right, Dave? I mean, he doesn't mess around.
Well,
I mean, this guy.
That day, I think he was just worried that we weren't going to work out, and we did.
We got it all. I'm serious, too. I don't mess around when I'm working out.
No.
Hey, by the way, you missed the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine event the other day at the
I know
the Golden Nugget. Jim Ziris was there. It was a great event. There was a lot of people there.
I met you there, Billy.
Well, yeah, but you didn't show up. There was a lot of people there last time.
And every time I go, Ken, I love Ken Dunnick.
Dunnick.
He always hooks me up.
best.
He'll always announce all the pro athletes in the building. And
Yeah, man.
He throws me out there. He throws me under the bus sometimes and makes fun of me too a little bit.
Matter of fact, right now we have one of the guests that was there. We have her on the line. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline right now and welcome into the locker room. She was at the Jersey Man event. Let's welcome in Jen Sherlock. Good morning, Jen.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
What's up? Oh, this is my girl.
I know, we were looking for you, Dave.
He was a no-show, Jen.
Oh, man.
No.
Well,
he was a sim. I mean, come on.
No, I talked to Michelle Dawn Mooney the other day, and I'm like, that name, she gave me a nickname called Sim. What do you think?
Oh,
Sim
I know what
stands
Sim
for?
stands for.
Stick in the mud. Thanks, Jen. It stuck.
Jen, it was a
Oh.
great night at the Golden Nugget with Ken Dunnick and the Jersey Man magazine people. It was a great night. We had a lot of fun. We missed Dave Klemic, but you were telling us about the new venture you're getting yourself into. I thought it was pretty cool. Tell us about it.
Oh, yeah. So my friend Carrie and I, also from Jersey Man Magazine, we started this podcast called Bikini and Bubbles, where we just try to have a positive impact on men and women. And we want to talk everything from like dating advice to work life to just like manifesting your authentic self. So we didn't want it to be like another boring podcast where you're on a couch or with a microphone. I mean, I do one of those too, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is going to be good. And the beauty of the great thing about the Jersey Man, these events, you're networking and meeting a whole a plethora of business people to get your, hand out cards, meet people, mix and mingle. And you never know who you're going to meet that'll, help promote your business.
Exactly. There's a lot of business leaders there and CEOs.
Jen, are you still in the area or did you leave the Atlantic City area?
I left yesterday. I stayed for a little bit of Borgata and went to the pool, and then I came back to my Maverick, my dog. So unfortunately, I'm not still there.
Well, I just thought we'd surprise Dave, and I told him, I said, you missed a great evening at the Jersey Man and Philly Man event, the gala.
Well, just seeing her there is always one of the best parts because we have such great, I at one point, we were at one of the events and we started talking and she's like, she'll go up and say who everybody is. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. So I need somebody to like keep me. There's all these big names in there and I don't know who they are. So she'll be like, okay, here's this guy, here's this guy, here's this guy. I'm like, oh, thanks. And then she was like, well, she knew who you were too. And then, because we were around, she's doing TV for a long time. She was on what, Fox, Jen? Were you on?
Yes, I did Fox, NBC.
Yeah. And
she's done a lot of,
she's been around so she was explaining everything. She was, it's like the best thing. It was like having like a tutor with me the whole time.
Well, Jen, listen, I just, I appreciate you calling in and saying hi to Dave. We wanted to shock him, wake him up a little bit.
I know. You have to tell him about the list.
Now, we'll get up to the next Jersey Man event. We'll tell Ken Dunnick to put it. Okay. All right, Jen. Listen, have a great rest of your weekend.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Billy.
See you, Jenny.
Right, see you later. How about that? There was
That's great.
All right, I want to turn my attention to the secondary of the Philadelphia Eagles. Josh, there's a lot of defensive backs, and that's a good problem to have. Obviously, Dave, competition. As a former NFL player, the more people that you have competing for a position, cream rises to the top.
Yes.
But how do coaches in the NFL, when you have the talent is that hot, when you have good talent, like the Eagles have Cooper DeJean, they got Josh Jobe, Avonte Maddox, McPherson, Quinion Mitchell, Eli Ricks, Kaylee, and they got a plethora of great defensive backs. How do you what separates how does a coach, defensive back coach, how does Vic Fangio?
Okay, so you said you asked Freddie earlier, and I was going to get into more detail, but we don't have time. Right. But the thing is, you have to win your one-on-ones. Right. That's how, and you start getting graded
because there's no hit. Because right now, Dave, it's not like it used to be when you had 2 days with Dick Vermeil.
Right.
So how does a player separate himself in practice where you're not hitting?
So the first thing you're going to get graded on is winning your one-on-ones. So that's you and a defensive back alone. Right. Nobody else on the field. There's just two of you. So then you got to win your one-on-ones. And then so you're going to get graded on that. How many times did you win? Did you run to the route to the right depth? They give you a grade on everything. Right. Then you got to win your in your group. So it's like receivers on DBs is like 7s. You know what I mean? Or 4s. And then you start to win in those situations. They're grading you. And the person that grades the highest, they can kind of come up with a little bit more of an objective view of how you're doing. But you got to win your one-on-one.
Because Josh, if you look at these guys that are cornerbacks, there's not too much separation. They're all outstanding athletes, and most of them got size now.
I agree and disagree. So I look at it as, are they all great athletes? Obviously, they're playing in the NFL. But there is some serious differentiation because what you're forgetting is that not all corners have the same skill sets. Some are better zone corners. Some are better man corners. Some have better hip fluidity than others. Some are better back pedal. Some are better accelerators. Some have better burst. Some are better not getting crossed over. One of the things Klemic and I always talk about is as a receiver, if you are running a slant or you are running a crossing route, your job is to cut in front of that corner, and you have to do it every single time. Well, if you're a smart corner You have instincts.
Right. You have a nose for the ball.
You know when that cut in front of you is coming, and you know how to cut that receiver from getting into that route immediately or later down the field. Some corners are better at jamming. So there's a lot of variables go into this. I think that is why what needs to be emphasized is half the guys you mentioned, Bill, are not getting first team reps.
That's right.
So you can literally, and I hate saying it this way, you can literally almost throw them in the trash. Not because they're bad players or bad athletes or anything, but because the team is already telling you, we don't give a bleep. Because what they're focused on is, all right, who can we start across from Darius Slay? Bradbury's not getting those reps right now.
Bradbury can't. He can't do. He's not a man on man. He's not.
He's a zone corner.
He's a zone corner.
But the problem is that Fangio usually runs a zone.
Right.
So for Fangio to say to his zone corner, I don't know if I want you. It sounds like they're positioning to trade him, right? If they or release him. The first team reps have been going to Isaiah Rodgers, Keely Ringo, and Quinyon Mitchell. Nobody else. So that already tells you in the first 3 days of camp, Dave, who gets the first team reps is typically the guy they're looking at to start, right?
Typically. And, but you know, what you said before, your ones are going to go against your twos, and your ones go against your twos in training camp. Ones and ones never go against each other. So the twos are going to get a really good look at what they,
Sure.
and it helps them though, because you're playing against your starters. Can you handle that NFL? They're going to be, obviously it's harder on you because you're playing against the one, but
Right.
they also get a better look at what you can actually handle. They kind of know their expectations.
But the
from
point
the
is
one.
that like Zach McPherson, Josh Jobe, Eli Ricks, they're not getting those looks with the first or second team right now.
Those are
at
tough.
all.
Yeah. Those are tough. You got to win your one-on-ones. That's what they're looking at right now. And before you start putting pads on and everything, and that's a lot of times in OTAs, they're called organized team activities.
Right.
You have to win your one-on-ones. So you have to use some kind of objectivity to grade.
So really quick, for those who don't know, so Isaiah Rodgers is the guy who started a couple years in Indianapolis.
Tore his Achilles, right?
No, he was suspended by the NFL.
Oh, that's right.
for gambling.
That's right.
So he paid his penance, was suspended for a year. Now he's back. So you could argue as fresh legs, right? Keely Ringo, for those who don't know, was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. But he was downgraded in college because he played in the SEC. And the SEC are going against very high-level talent, and there were times that he got burned. He does not have the best ability of flipping his hips on the run. But he is otherwise a phenomenal athlete. He's got great vert. You know, I know Dave, you do the vertical with the Klemic performance method. He would score up the charts on your vertical measure. But his ability to flip his hips in coverage has been a trouble for him at times.
All right, so they're go ahead, Justin, finish your thought.
Obviously, and then Quinyon Mitchell, he is the guy who was from Toledo, first round pick.
Right.
Everyone loves this guy, apparently. Fangio loves him, the coaching staff loves him, the Eagle organization loves him. But Billy,
he's running third. He's running third, and he's running with the third group, I heard.
Well, no, he's not running with the third group. He's the third guy rotating in.
All
right. He's actually been starting at slot corner as well. But the larger point is, Bill, how many times have you talked about your concerns when guys don't play high-level competition in college?
Yeah.
He played at Toledo.
Now, he was transferred from, or no, he was offered to transfer to
He was
Alabama,
offered.
right?
But he stayed at Toledo because of his family.
Out of loyalty.
Out of loyalty.
Right, because
so it's not that he couldn't have, but yes, you don't have, it's like,
usually those schools have 2 or 3 guys who can play in the NFL.
You need more time under the during training camp for them to evaluate you.
Correct.
You have because you have a little bit of a longer road to ladder to climb. But some of those guys that come out, they're NFL ready. They're
so
just ready.
how many cornerbacks will the Eagles take breaking camp? 8, 7, 8?
Probably
because a lot of them are going
6.
to play a lot of defensive backs. They're keep for special teams, and then they might keep everybody because the practice squads are huge. When I was playing,
the practice
there was
squad's
4
like 20
guys on the
people.
practice squad.
Four.
Now there's like 16.
I think there's 20 now.
It's insane.
Really?
Yeah, they basically keep everybody.
Yeah.
It's like at some level, I'm like, there was actually cuts. Now,
Hey, Dave, how does practice squad guys get paid? If they
like probably a third of a normal check of a normal.
They
game
get
check.
paid per week they're on the practice squad.
Yeah. So it was like when I was playing, it was like $8,000 a week. Okay. If you were active, it was like 24,000 a week or whatever. Now the practice squad guys are making $200,000. And I was like, I was making like 100.
Let me tell you about
I missed the boat.
Yeah. So let me tell you about. So Mike Gill's team's going to the World Series, and they're having a beef and beer next Saturday, August 3rd, from 5 p.m. to close at the Myers Lighthouse Brewery in Ocean View.
It's on Route 9.
It's
so
on Route 9.
If you go south on the Garden State Parkway, exit 17, go toward the Ocean View Wawa, make a right on Route 9.
It's a beef and beer. Hey, Josh, he's been in the World Series several times now.
I think this is the third or fourth time in the last 8 years.
So get down there Saturday, August 3rd. It's a beef and beer. Help support the Atlantic Shore 13. Was it 13U?
Yep,
the boys
13.
baseball team, World Series. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Tell them the Locker Room sent you. Hey, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Seattle. You want to try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChuckySeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Landis Avenue to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Seattle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, and Josh Hening right here on 97.3 ESPN.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card, good for use at Zio Nicolo Pizza in Sea Isle City for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Coates. When I dine out, I go to La Barca Restaurant, located at 301 Summers Point, Longport Boulevard, Longport, New Jersey. Set in the Seaview Marina with panoramic views of the open bay and marina, La Barca offers a wide range of dining options from fresh seafood, gnocchi menu, Italian, steak, chicken, and inspired entrees. When I have company at the shore, we go to La Barca for great food, impeccable service, and amazing views. Call La Barca now for reservations, 609-541-4007. Maybe I'll see you there.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Ooh, I'm so ready for this weekend away with my girls.
Hey, hit the road. How about some free gas?
Free gas? How?
Try new Febreze car for some serious freshness, and you can win gas for a full year. Visit Febreze.com to learn more.
Say less.
You may not win, but you're gonna have a fresh smelling whip.
Thanks, DJ Fresh. Now how about some music?
Hey, yo, this next one goes out to new Febreze car for giving you a chance to win free gas.
La 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 la.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 to enter in 73124 for rules and how to enter. Visit Febreze.com.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette excludes fire sales.
It's that time of year. Bennett Chevy's Summer Sell Down, our biggest sale of the year. 200 vehicles must go now. New Chevys, $500 below the GM supplier employee price. Yes, an amazing $500 below what the rebates. Yes, you get both. $500 below the GM supplier employee price, plus you keep all the rebates, saving you up to 10%. And with available 0% financing, you'll save even more. Plus, Bennett's paying a whopping $10,000 minimum for any trade towards any pre-owned in stock. You heard right. You get at least $10,000 for any old rusted, busted rattle trap you can get to our lot. Imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. And our non-commissioned sales team is paid based on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. It's the Summer Sell Down. Another reason nobody beats a Bennett deal. And I mean nobody. Together, let's drive at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Josh Hening. Moving right along on a Saturday morning. Hey, you guys, do you think like the Phillies are slumping a little bit right now, and football is here? Do you think that the Eagles, like the Eagles, are going to start to overshadow the Phillies?
100%.
Because if the Phillies start to regain their form and start to dominate and win, because the first half of the season they were the best team in baseball.
They still are,
and they still are the record wise. They haven't been playing that way of late. But if they recapture that, Josh, do you think
they can recapture?
Because right now
sure.
Everybody's focused on the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Dave, you think they're?
You look at me.
You're all football all the time,
pretty much. But I know like the heart of any high school too is your football team.
Right.
I don't care who it is. It is what it is. They're your Warriors.
Right.
That's your team. But when the football games come on and people start, just their attention goes elsewhere. You know what I mean? Their attention is all on baseball. Your ticket sales probably plummet a little bit. You know what I mean? This and that.
Right.
But, there's the heart of the city starts to go, okay, it's time for the Eagles,
Because I know with my show over the last 8, 9, 10 weeks, I mean, we've hardly even talked about the Eagles. And years before, when the Phillies haven't been doing that well, we've talked Eagles football throughout the whole summer. Right, Josh? Josh hasn't really been with me all that much this year, but I mean,
the back end of that season wasn't much to talk about.
No.
So but it has us here. We were just watching ESPN. It's an 80% chance that we go back to the playoffs.
We're going to go. This team's a playoff team, no doubt about it. It's just where they get I think this team can win I think this team can get back to the Super Bowl, or at least to the NFC Championship.
If the defense plays as bad as they
it's all about
the
defense.
Back end. Yeah, the offense, he was still pretty flat.
Did you see that? Jordan Mailata had the team doing gassers because the offensive line jumped off sides. The first practice, it was unexcusable. Mailata said he's taking him upon himself to make the team run gassers.
Yep.
I don't know. I love when the team takes over. I like when the players think they have some kind of involvement in the decision making. They play different than when they're just.
Dave, I don't even see high school teams running gassers anymore.
Yeah, but if the players make you do it, then
don't you think that's incumbent upon the coaches to make the teams?
No.
If you're in physically great shape, you're gonna be stronger than the other team.
See, I agree with Dave. There's a huge positive. The players are taking the initiative because now, like Dave said, when you take the initiative, now it's on your back. It's on your shoulders, your responsibility to you take the blame game out of the conversation. We as a society have become way too inclined to point
I like when the
fingers.
coach does it. Did Dick Vermeil make you guys run all the time, Dave?
Yeah.
But that was a different world, Billy. Those are 2 and 3 a day.
It doesn't change, though. Why should it change?
He said
Because
fat
it
don't
has
fly.
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't change. I
my
disagree.
gosh.
I think the coaches should
But
be
that's the
still
problem,
a little
Bill.
bit more work.
If we
work
spend all of our time blaming the coaches for everything and never give the players any responsibility, then the players get to go through.
If you're
life.
in better physical shape than your opponent, you got a better chance
Dave,
to win,
Dave,
Josh.
he's not listening.
So Coach Vermillion would say, "Fat don't fly." That was one of the
There you
things he
go.
used to say. So you can't
Can't argue
But
with
this
that.
isn't a conditioning conversation.
Yeah. So you're like, but for
Me-
him, what
me
it's
and
a
Dave are
responsibility.
Dave, who you agreeing with?
If you're talking about should they be running
I
sprints
think
at the end of practice?
Yeah.
I think if if one of the players who's a captain, who's a veteran, and says, "I'm not putting up with this, and I'm going to go out there and run sprints," you're either with me or not
you're
with
right
me.
with me.
They're
But
going
don't
with
you-
him.
But don't you
They're
think?
going to run with
Don't
him.
you think the coach should don't you think that the team should automatically be running a certain amount of gassers at the?
They're already running.
you're-
You act like they show up to practice and just like go through the motions and then go into the sauna.
See them running around. Dummies
So
and
your
stuff.
conditioning is
They
done
don't hit the.
separate
Do
than
the guys
practice.
hit the sled anymore?
Yes, they hit sleds.
Conditioning is separate from
What's
practice.
wrong with you, Billy?
But practice is like for technical. Physical is for like that's your weights and your conditioning. That's a physical. The field is just basically technical now.
Right.
Billy, do you think they show up fat?
Do they?
Like, what do you
Dave,
think's
how
going
many
on here?
how many fights did you see in pre?
Hey, Dave, you notice he was answering none
Lots.
of my questions.
No,
now.
because I'm ignoring you.
Well,
I noticed that.
You know what? When we played
Billy
Minnesota,
doesn't like the fact I'm making actual legitimate points.
so we played Minnesota in preseason, right? And that's where I met a whole bunch, but I met Randy Moss, who was in Minnesota at the time, Dante Culpepper, and they had that UFC, the WWF wrestler guy, who's the guy, blonde hair, flat top. You know what I'm talking about?
Josh knows that.
Josh,
stuff.
you would know him. Anyway, he was one of these WWF guys was in training camp. They brought him in, and we were just fighting
The Vikings?
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar was getting in a fight every play. It was unbelievable.
But Josh, do you see fights anymore like you used to in training camp?
You do, yes. But it's not with other teams as much. It's actually it's complicated because they have the inner squads and guys get a little testy.
I
because
saw,
the players sometimes get tired of seeing each other. You know what I mean? Like it's the idea of, if you ever watch Hard Knocks, like you'll hear guys talk about like, dude, I'm tired of hitting my own guys. I want to hit somebody else. I'm tired of going against my own guys. I want to go against somebody else. And then like they get annoyed with each other. They get tired of like, dude, you're supposed to be my teammate. I'm tired of hitting you. I'm tired of hitting you. And it's just like,
I think I saw a
Comes
thing,
the whole
on,
fracas.
thing on a social media post of Mike Golick talking about when there was a fight with Jerome Brown and the defensive line, Ron Heller and Ron Salt. The offensive line guys came out of the shower. They were all in the buff,
man, shower fights.
And the defensive line had all their pads on, and they squared off, and they all started laughing.
Oh no, that's funny. One of the funniest fights I've ever seen was a guy tried to hit somebody in the back. I won't even say who they are. You know who they are. Tried to hit somebody in the back with the ball, and he someone warned him, so he turned around. And the receiver who was about to hit him with the ball ran away. Like he's just like, he knew he was going to lose the fight, so he ran away.
Like old-fashioned fight.
Yeah, and everyone started laughing at that fight too. Fantastic.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Tell them the Locker Room sent you. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. And this year, it'll be Party Central for the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. Be right in Brigantine, right in front of La Scala's. You don't want to miss it. The after party will be held at La Scala's. And I'm speaking of the Beach Patrol. When we get back, we'll have the Beach Patrol report brought to you by McCann, Realtors of Sea Isle City, and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, and Josh Hening right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small. Can't wake up without it. Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous tiki bar. Plus, The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes. We have less energy and gain weight easier. There's a way to feel better, not in years or months, but sometimes in just days.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick. Morning Kick is a revolutionary new formula that combines all my favorite supplements into one daily drink.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and powerful anti-aging supplements. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, and helps manage stress.
I look and feel better than I have in years.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SUPPORT, or text SUPPORT to 511-511 and claim 40% off. Roundhouseprovisions.com, code SUPPORT.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
Text SUPPORT to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
You're listening to the ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Josh Hening. We're having fun here on a Saturday. Dave Klemic.
This is it's going to be nostalgic a little bit because I think I started right after a Jersey Man magazine event. Right? The next day, you had me come on. Like just
and it's summertime, and also the beach patrols, they're having their races. And last night I was down in Wildwood for Dutch Hoffman's, and it's the first of the big 3. And of course, next week we'll be broadcasting live in Margate for the Margate Memorials. Of course, the Beach Patrol is brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue. Knowledge, integrity, dedication, experience for rental and sales. Call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguarding news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association, celebrating 126 years of protecting beachgoers. What a race last night, Dave. You like competition. It doesn't matter. You like to win. And so do all these racers. And what a magnificent night for racing. I would say about 1,000 people on the beach last night. And it was a great atmosphere. Beaches from Brigantine all the way down into Cape May Point, all together for the first time racing. And the first event was the doubles. And of course, Jack and Joe Seville from Brigantine, they won the South Jerseys last year for their first win last year. And they were back at it again last night, and they won the doubles. And after the race, I had an opportunity to interview them. Let's play it, Josh. Jack and Joe Seville just won the Dutch Hoffmans, and by a little bit too, man. You guys had a great row. How do you feel, man?
It feels good. It's stiff competition out there. Able to get a good rowing. We were doing a lot of prep this week. I'm doing some speed work, and it paid off. So,
first of the big races, man. This has got to be a great feather in your cap, man. First time you guys all get together, big win.
yeah, I felt really good. We're just gearing up for South Jerseys in 2 weeks, and we just got a new toy here. Got to try the new boat. Yeah, but felt pretty good. Glad to get our first win this year.
There's another Seville in the pipeline.
Another Seville in the pipeline. Black horse. He's already done better than me on average on the singles than I have, so he's hopefully he can race next year or something.
Okay, so you guys are the defending South Jersey champions. You just won the Dutch Hoffmans. You guys are pretty confident going into the Margates next week.
We still got work to do. I mean, we're not totally. Obviously, that was a close one, but it does give us a little bit of confidence, yeah, because that was our first big one winning, and we haven't won this race ever. But yeah, we're excited.
Dave, they weren't really huffing and puffing like I thought they'd be. They won by a couple boat lengths. These guys are in tip-top shape.
Oh, heck yeah.
You hear them breathing hard? Not really, right?
Better be. They're in charge of saving your kids.
I know, right?
But I just think these events are so cool because it's the only time that, our beaches, people come to see us, but the event, an athletic event.
Right.
Where everybody is eyes on us, not Philly.
Right.
It's eyes on us. I love it.
All right. So they're younger and they're like the torch is being passed. A lot of new blood. I talked to Sean Duffy and Mike McGrath. I think they finished fourth in the doubles. And I had to tiptoe around this. I should have just come out and say it. I'm like covering the race. They're a little older now. They're a little getting gray in the tooth. And I kind of tiptoed around it, but listen to the interview and we'll talk about it after. Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. Sean Duffy and Mike McGrath from Longport just came. We think we got a fourth in the Dutch Hoffmans. This is the first of the big three. Sean, how do you guys feel?
I'm pretty beat right now. A little bit of a shorter row, I felt like, but we're hanging second on the way in. Kind of couldn't pick up any swells in that last 100 yards. Margate and Avalon, I think, fastest there, but we got 2 more weeks to get it together.
Hey, Mike, the competition's getting stiffer every year, it seems like, for you guys.
That's always stiff. I mean, we know that. We knew it 3 years ago that Brigantine kids were going to be fast. So they showed it the last couple of years. But, we're trying to stay relevant.
I don't want to be the one to say this, because I don't want to, piss you off, but do you think, don't get mad at me, you think age has something to do with it? You guys are, getting up there, you've been around, and I know experience has a lot to do, with rowing here, is it's being an experienced rower helps, but it also can hurt too, right?
I don't know if experience hurts, but getting old hurts. You know that, Billy. But no, I feel great. I still feel good. I gotta row singles. Looks like a nice 7.5 minute singles race we got going on here. But I feel just as good as that every other year.
Sean, you feel good?
I feel good. Saying 3 Hail Marys and Our Father for the jerseys be honking out the South, but it's we've been saying it. These a lot more, rowers who row in college are now getting in the boat, which is great to see. Sabell's row at Cornell. I know Vince's partner rowed at Temple. I think the Upper Township kids they rode in high school. So, it's good to see a good future with us.
All right, the operative word, Dave, is kids. I tiptoed around it. I didn't really want to come out and say it, but I kind of, they're getting older, man. And then the operative word, they use the word 3 times, kids. And this Jack and Joe Seville are younger. They're in great shape. And this is tough, man. It's you got to stay on top of it.
I mean, I could take this from a sports science background, and I don't know how old those guys were, but the kids have a lot of advantages at a younger age. I mean, if you get into your 30s, even in your 30s,
late 30s,
a lot of your type 2 fibers have now kind of relaxed and converted and stuff like that, and you don't have the same twitchiness that you used to. You can be just as strong, but as far as speed goes, it goes, it goes quick. It goes quick.
All right.
And you get injured a lot.
Margate came in second. Chris Spires and Bob Bechtel. They had a great race. Bob Bechtel, he's up there too. He's dealing with a bad back. Go ahead, play that one, Josh. Talking with the Margate crew, Chris Spires and Bob Bechtel, and you guys got a second in the Dutch Hoffman. It was a good row. How you guys feel?
It's good. It's shorter course, but we had a good race. Rode our race, and we were in it with everybody, and then pulled away a little bit at the flag. Just had a good race.
Hey, Bob, were you guys first? How were you at the flag?
We came out second at the flag, but we're finally starting to come together. Our stroke, we're staying out together, and that's making all the difference.
Did you have any problems on the way out? You were telling me.
This fire's a little too much soap on the seat. Almost fell out of the boat.
So you guys were sliding?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we like to have a little slide, more for chafing reasons, but I like to engage my legs when I'm rowing.
Bob, you're dealing with a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, my back's been bothering me. But chiropractor, acupuncture, and ibuprofen felt good tonight. Yeah.
Chris, you got second, so you're all set up for the Margates, which is your home ocean next week.
Yeah, that's what it all builds up to. These 3 races. We call them the big 3, right? So this week, obviously, next week we want to perform at our home course, and then the most important crown of them all, right? And
I talked with Gary Nagel from Avalon, and these guys, they want to win the jerseys. Like it's a burning desire, man. To get the name on the that's etched in history. They want to win, and you can see it in all these racers.
And amongst the crew, that's really a big brotherhood. Is the lifeguards, and it's almost
like you in the NFL, man.
Yeah, you know what's funny? If you're down here, I was saying like the king job to have down here is to be on the lifeguard, to be a lifeguard on that crew. Like they have such a cool brotherhood. It's like, and it's hard to make those squads.
Yeah, it is, but it's hard to be a champion.
Yeah.
It puts a lot of work in it. All right. Zach Vassar, great swimmer. He won the swim for Margate. Zach Vassar from Margate. The Dutch Hoffman's got first in the swim, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was a hard one out there today. It was shorter than I usually like it to be, but it was a fun one, short one. Got it done. Very happy with how I swam. And yeah, great time.
This is a good one because this is the first of the big 3 where you're swimming against everybody.
Yeah.
From Brigantine to Cape May, baby.
And from Brigantine to Cape Bay, there's great competitors everywhere. Love swimming with all these guys. I'm a 4th year, been swimming with these guys for pretty much all 4 years. It's great to see everyone again, and it's always fun to race again. So,
with that experience of 4 years against the same guys, did that help you?
Oh, absolutely. You get to know like everyone how they swim the races. Some people go out faster than others. Some people are better runners. Some are more distance oriented like myself. So it's good to see how everyone could swim, and it's definitely good being a 4-year, being able to determine how to swim my own race.
Next year at the Margate, or next week at the Margates, that flag will be a lot longer. And you heard him say he's built for distance.
Yeah.
Now listen to what they say too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we were just talking about we were talking about Destin Lasco being a swimmer from around here.
Oh yeah, right.
And like how he would be like on a like they almost put him on the team just so they could get him to swim in one of these races. That's how competitive these guys are. Like, how can we get him in?
We're
here?
Gonna get him on the show.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Wyatt DeWitt, Wildwood Crest wins the paddleboard. The paddleboard's an integral part of lifeguarding. They use it on the beach for saving people. Go ahead, Josh. Talking to Wyatt McDevitt of Wildwood Crest with a big win in the paddleboard, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You tough paddle?
It was top of the back was going pretty strong the whole race.
Any bumping going on out there? It was pretty neck and neck.
First buoy, there's a lot of bumping going on.
It's a big win. How do you feel, man?
Feel good. I've been working for it, so I'm happy about that.
This paddleboard is part of an integral part of beach patrol, man, saving lives.
It is. It's one of the most useful pieces of equipment that a lifeguard can use to help save people.
Hey, man, congratulations on a big win.
Thank you again.
In this race, in this particular race, I don't know which beach patrols, what swimmers or paddleboarders were, but on the way in, they were like nudging each other, and a couple guys wiped out and hit the sand, hit the beach, and they were all sandy, and it was pretty exciting finish. It's pretty cool.
You surf, Billy?
I used to back in the day.
When's the last time you stood
I
on a
haven't surfed
surfboard?
in a while, man.
The hardest part of surfing is paddling. Hardest part.
Yeah,
I can
it's a
stand up.
challenge.
That's fine. You're riding the wave.
Yeah,
Trying to paddle out there.
I'll show you some pictures.
Yeah,
back
let me
in the
see
day.
this.
All right. Then I spoke with Grace Emick. It's by the way, it's Kip Emick's daughter, the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol. She won the paddle for the girls. We're here at the Dutch Hoffman. We're talking to Grace Emick. She just won the paddleboard contest, and congratulations, Grace.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Grace, the paddleboard is a very integral part of lifeguarding. I mean, you save people on the paddleboard.
Yeah, all the time. I mean, we use them a lot more in Brigantine, and they become really helpful on the beach. And I've taken it and brought it into my personal life, and I do it for fun. And
you use them often, like just like to get a workout, but also in rescues. I mean, it's like a big part of the beach patrol.
yeah, I feel like can runs are obviously the most popular rescue, but the paddleboards come second for ours. I mean, if there's a big rescue, we're going on paddleboard.
Your dad's the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip. How often does he make you work out, or you just do it on your own?
No, I make him work out with me. No, he's great. He's really supportive. It's fun to have him as my dad and my boss. So
that's cool. Well, listen, congratulations, and one day maybe we'll see the paddleboard in all the races.
I know. I hope so. That would be awesome.
Hey, Dave, all the winners got like these oars, like half an oar with the thing engraved. Whatever they won, the exact race engraved into it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually know the guy that does that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I have one in my house too for training some of the one's
No,
daughter.
the next race was the swim, and we interviewed Megan Fox. She's been around for a while. She got first place for Longport. We're here with Megan Fox. She just won the female swim at the Dutch Hoffmans. Congratulations, Megan.
Thank you.
Hey, Megan, pretty big win. It's the first race where all the beaches get together. That makes you feel pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it does. It was honestly felt really good, but
was it close for you? Like, would you turn the flag first?
yes, it was very close. We were about together until the flag, but then coming in, I was able to catch a couple waves. So,
are you pretty happy that at least the water's warming up? I know the first couple races this summer, the water's been pretty cold.
yeah, this year has definitely been really hard training-wise because I like to swim a lot at work, but this year it's been really difficult to do that. So I've been really happy that the water's been warming up so we can get back to training.
Are you ready for the Margates next week?
Yes, I'm so excited.
All right, David, like poetic justice, the last race of the night is the singles. Photo finish. Ryan Finnegan against Jack Seville from Brigantine. Coming in, the waves weren't that big, but they both of them are neck and neck. Coming in, and I think Finnegan catches this wave. And the thing is, he keeps the boat straight, and Seville broaches, which means he turns. And because he turned, allowed Ryan Finnegan from Avalon to keep it straight and came through and won. Like by half a boat length. Very exciting race. I got a chance to talk to Ryan Finnegan after the race. Ryan Finnegan from Avalon, you just won the Dutch Hoffmans in a close race with Brigantine. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, felt good.
Yo, man, that was a close race at the end, man. But you pulled it out. Did you see him peripherally?
Yeah. I mean, got a good swell at the end there. He had a good turn. I had a bad turn. Pulled ahead of me a little bit. Almost had him coming into the surf, and then just got a little wave, and that's all I needed. So felt good.
I was gonna say, yeah, he caught that, and you kept it straight. That's the key. He caught a wave, but he also turned. He broached a little bit.
Yeah, that's where it was a split second, but yeah, I kept it straight and rode through it.
Hey man, congratulations! That sets the stage for a pretty interesting race at the Margates.
Yeah, I mean everyone's gonna be there. 2 weeks till Jersey, so that's what we're waiting for.
I am so excited for this race next week. And of course, the winning team was Avalon. They took first place. Brigantine got second. Margate took a third, and Longport came in fourth. So next week on the beach, Friday, August 2nd, will be the Margates, and we'll be there broadcasting live. And I look forward to it. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And that'll conclude the Beach Patrol Report, which is brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Lannis Avenue. Knowledge, integrity, dedication, experience. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguarding news and racing schedules, and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association celebrating 126 years of protecting beachgoers. And I want to thank all the racers for giving me access. Right after the race, I get them right when they're in the water, huffing and puffing. You can hear the crowd, the crowd noise in the background. It's a lot of fun.
And you met the actress Megan Fox. She was,
man.
She took off. Like everyone's
great,
probably
man.
super excited. She took some time off of Hollywood to come in. I knew.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named best of Philly, best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. When you go down there, say hello to Jason for us. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Now, I want to tell you about just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, and Josh Hening right here, 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
This is a show and prove year, not just for Jalen Hurts, but for Nick Sirianni. Can you provide the leadership, the guidance, and the answers for your players when you hit that inevitable adversity? And 8 Ball says doubtful in my book. I haven't seen anything to show me that Nick Sirianni is going to be a championship-winning coach.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, and again your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Our greatest summer offers are waiting at BMW of Atlantic City. Lease a new 2024 BMW X3 xDrive 30i for $629 a month with $51.99 due at signing, or a new 2025 BMW iX xDrive 50 lease for $749 a month with $65.29 due at signing, both for 36 months at BMW of Atlantic. Closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township. Online at bmwatlanticcity.com. Offers expire July 31st. For more details, call 609-316-2393.
You're listening to Live on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Josh Hening. What do you got, Josh?
Yeah, I want to get to some of the texts. We kind of ignored the text for today. At 609-403-0973. Philly's been too busy being mad that I'm not going along with some of his narratives over there. But Dave from Violin chimed in. He said the overall quality of officiating, he said the first hour, in every sport is going down.
It's horrible.
He said, ever since instant replay has been added to sports, I think that officials have gotten lazy. He said, remember the perfect game that was botched by Jim Joyce? He says, I'm so used to bad calls being in every sport, I would rather have things automated at this point.
I
can't disagree.
I can't disagree with that.
If you have the technology, why would they go and like measure with a measuring tape in like the long jump when they have these 2 electronic things that can just touch?
Right.
Why not? We have the technology to do it. Dan in EHC had 2 points. He said last year's Eagles collapse was contagious. By the end of the season, they couldn't beat anybody. Now they've replaced almost the entire coaching staff. So I'm happy about that. And then with the Phillies, he says, Austin Hayes is here to replace Whit Merrifield. Thank God he's gone.
Nitwit. By the way, Josh, I heard you call him Nitwit about a week ago. Merrifield, you didn't give me credit for that.
Well, no, Nick Earnshaw called him Nitwit.
You got that from me.
And he got that from you.
Right. Okay. That other one?
What would you call him if it's like, if he...
It was just my nickname for him, Nitwit.
If he did well, what would you call him? It's like you
With
gotta have a
Merrifield.
nickname. Yeah. You're just waiting for him to mess up so you can say it.
Yes, exactly. And then that insult to injury, he goes down to Atlanta and
gets injured.
And he hurts himself.
Well,
breaks his finger, right?
The Braves are no longer in second place.
How about the Mets? Oh my God, we're going to have to deal with Mr. Met Jeff Dowling soon.
I'm surprised we didn't hear from him today.
Oh, what do they want? 5 in a row?
Wait, we forgot to talk about the Mr. Negadelphian coming back on August 10th.
August 10th, Mr.
Yeah.
Negadelphia. That'll be fun. He's going to always have a glass half full. Or
Why
half
are we
empty.
waiting 2 weeks for Negadelphia?
Yeah, we can start it next week, I guess. He'll be ready. All right. Thanks, Dave Klemic. Appreciate it. Thanks to Freddie Mitchell. Thanks to Josh Hening. Thanks to everybody. Jen Sherlock.
Sherlock.
Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Tommy Green on the mound with Tommy Green and a whole lot more. See you tomorrow, everybody.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2024 Summer Games. If you drive over the speed limit by a little or a lot, you can hurt someone. Paid for by NHTSA. The U.S. men's gymnastics team completed its final rotations and placed second in its subdivision, advancing to Monday night's team final. Frederick Richard and Paul Judo will represent the Americans in the all-around final. It was a disappointing morning for Brody Malone, who failed to qualify after falling twice. World champion